What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal, baby? It's the Power Over Everything podcast. We live. We about to make it happen. And I got a special guest with me today. The viral sensation himself, the one and only Mr. You about to lose your job, Officer Julius Locklear. Ju, what's good?
What's up, brother?
I got my boy on the show. We actually did a video on the YouTube channel. We actually did 2 videos on the YouTube channel talking about what happened, talking about the story, talking about even some of the things that's going on. But there's been a lot of suggestions and a lot of questions and a lot of assumptions and a lot of things the ladies have been wanting to know, Joe.
Yeah, man.
That we're just going to get into some of it today. About the video, some of the events in the video, even what's going on after the video. And, you know, the ladies want to know if you're single or not. Don't answer now. We're going to get into the podcast. So, Joe, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, brother. Still working, man.
Still working?
Yeah,
you still making it happen?
Yeah,
you still detaining them?
Always.
If they deserve it. If they deserve it, okay? People, it's funny if they deserve it. But listen, man. So talk to us, Drew, man. Let's talk about the video. Mm-hmm. So what happened in the video, man?
You want from the beginning the whole thing?
So start from the beginning. What happened from the beginning to the point where she's doing it there and singing the song?
Okay, well, I was walking in the club and my guys were kicking her out of the club. So she wouldn't get in trouble. I was like, darling, will you please leave so you won't get in no trouble? And her reply to me was basically, fuck you, you can suck my dick. So I gave her a little stank look. I was like, huh? I was like, what did you say? And she said it again. And I asked her to leave a few times, and she refused to leave, and she kept repeating, you can suck my blank, you can suck my blank. So I actually detained her. I detained her for breach of peace, trespass, and then basically disorderly conduct.
Okay.
Yeah, so in the midst of detaining her, I got her in handcuffs and all of that. A little period goes on, she starts her dance and her rap. So that's how that came along.
So let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you a question. Because it's been a lot of mystery around, if you don't mind me asking, there's been a lot of mystery around the process of detaining her. Mm-hmm. Now, from you as a security guard at the club.
All right.
Right. And your goal as a security job is to secure the club and do what the club asks you to do.
And keep the peace.
And keep the peace. Mm-hmm. So if a person's acting disorderly, and they're told to leave the premises, your job is to assist them in leaving the premises.
Correct.
Right. So that was your job then.
Yes.
So you didn't just see an innocent person run up to him and decide to put him in cuffs. No, that wasn't the case.
You had to do something.
Or she didn't just say, suck my dick, you got offended and then detained her.
Nah, that's not the way it works.
Your goal was your job was to excuse her off the premises, period.
Correct.
Right. So you did your part and you detained her.
Right.
Got you. Because it's been a lot of people have been saying, oh man, did he just detain an innocent person? How did she get detained? Why did she get detained? And I know she told the story, and a beautiful thing, I can tell she has a beautiful soul.
Right.
Because she has a beautiful soul. It was just an incident. But she did say in her video, for those that haven't watched it, that you was doing your job. Now, she made a joke and was like, well, he had to hold me until the real officer came.
Yeah, being on private property and something like that, we do have to call the local deputies to handle it. So that's the way that works. We have to go the legal way about it. So.
Got you. You can't just throw somebody in jail.
We can't just throw you in the back of the car and transport it ourselves. That's kidnapping. So we have to call
it. that story would have went south.
I really would have lost my job.
No more security for you. Right. So you had who recorded it?
Actually, one of my guys recorded it.
Okay.
My body cam was dead at the time, and I did want the film or the incident documented because my body cam was dead.
Okay, so he was going to record the whole thing anyway.
Yeah, correct.
He just happened to catch that part on camera.
Right.
Right. So your buddy records it. Mm-hmm. You go back and looks at it.
Correct.
And you go, what was your next action?
Well, you're talking about before I posted it?
Yeah.
When I looked at it, the rap was kind of lit, so I was like...
So you thought the song was lit also?
Yeah, it was lit.
All right.
It was lit, so I decided to post it. And I was posting it hoping that somebody would take the video and put a beat to it or that it would take off. So I posted it back in February, on February 5th, and it took a few months. Yeah, it did get shares, it got views and all of that.
Because I saw it myself and was like, yo, this dude got a lit life.
It was lit.
It was funny, though. She was really funny. Like,
yeah, it was lit.
She has a funny personality.
And it took everything in me not to laugh.
I see. Now, let me ask you this question. That's one of the questions that I mean, if you go to the YouTube channel, a lot of people's asking, tell me, man, how did you not laugh?
Professionalism, man. Professionalism. Matter of fact, when I started smirking the first time, I turned around, I got myself together, I was going to turn back around, I was going to keep the serious look. But when I turned back around, my partner was laughing with the camera, so it just reset the whole process again. But I held it in, man. I did a good job holding it in.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So you post the video, it gets I think when I saw it, I think it already had a couple of thousand views. Had a couple of thousand views. So you just minding your business one day, and what happens?
And you talking about with the video? Or
yeah. So how did you find? I guess somebody. Do you know the process from you posting it to become like this viral sensation?
If I'm not mistaken, somebody sent it to me and said that Tamar Braxton had commented on it. I don't know who that is.
Okay, I think it's a singer. I think it's Tony Braxton's sister, and I believe.
I guess whenever she did it, from that process, it just took off.
Went crazy.
Yeah, it just went crazy, man.
And is that when the dudes put the beat behind it?
Yep.
And then somebody call you next day.
Yeah.
I know. I tried to text you to it. We had the old number. Say, yo, did you? Nah, I saw it on your page. Somebody shared it on mine, and I tagged in the page like, yo, you
I
went
was
up.
getting notification, Instagram, Messenger. People was calling like, yo, did you know your video went viral? And I just happened to look, and somebody had made a remix, and it just took off.
So we're going to take a step back. I want to clear something up, right? So it said that you harmed her. So the point I'm making is, if you truly harmed her, there's a good chance you would not have posted the video in the first place.
Correct.
Right. So let me ask you this question. So you're at home going, I should post this.
Right.
Because I think it's funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Because somebody also made a comment. You just comment some things, or somebody made a comment that by you posting it, you was posting it to degrade her.
And if you look in the comments, I actually made a comment. I wasn't posting it to be funny about the subject. Or about the situation at hand.
Okay.
I like the rap, the beat, the rap that she came at with, the lyrics to the rap.
Yeah, it was really, it was.
I wanted people to see this.
Yeah.
So not the bad part about her being detained, but the lyrics and the rap that she came up with while she was being detained.
Right. And it's amazing because it's not like you posted it with the intentions of it going viral or the intention of saying, look at her. You posted like, yo, this, because I think you said, look what I did with her. You was like, had a laughy face.
On a daily basis.
Right. And you thought it was you thought it was funny. You say, yo, y'all, look at this. My life is interesting.
Yeah, because that's something I deal with on a daily basis, man. Daily basis. I always run into situations like that. It's just this one was really funny. It was.
It was funny. And it's amazing how it went from you just putting up a video to now the world. Like, there's people on the YouTube from Germany reaching out going, yo, I'm from Germany. He's a cool officer. Pakistan. I'm like, yo, this dude is reaching
everywhere.
The world, man. Not just like the community. Not just like North Carolina. Not the East Coast. Not the Mideast. Not just the United States, but the world. This video is impacting the world. And I think the moment that's going on with the protests and all that, that's kind of it kind of takes the seriousness, even though it's a serious matter, we don't want to take that from it, it's a serious matter, but that video adds a little lightness to the matter and go, you know what, the world is crazy. I got a reason to laugh, though, because I think comedy is important. It's good for the soul, and it kind of that video kind of gives you a laugh and humor. So the video goes viral, it takes off. So what's going on now, man? What is? I can only imagine what's going on with your phone.
Man, my phone goes out 24/7. It goes off 24/7. I'm actually thinking I need to get another phone for work because I ain't got enough room for notifications. If that makes sense, I can't.
Crazy.
I can't keep up with it, man. I can't. But it's the notifications are steady going off. Inbox, Instagram, Facebook, everything's going off, man.
That's got to be wild, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I bet it get pretty interesting in there too.
Yeah,
man.
it does, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get into that. The comments are interesting, man.
I can imagine. I seen the page and I see something. I say, yo, I can only imagine what the inbox look like.
Yeah, man.
If the page look like this, the inbox is secretive. You can send whatever you want to send.
That's what the real stuff is.
Yeah. That's mad cool, man. That's mad cool. So let's get into this then, because we know we did the other video. What made you want to become an officer?
My childhood. The things I went through my childhood, man. That's what pushed me to want to become an officer. So I took the negativity out of everything that happened when I was a child and made something positive out of it.
Okay, let's get into details. So when you say what happened in the childhood,
my childhood, man, my mom was in a real abusive relationship, and I was too young to do anything about it. Didn't like I could fight the guy. I was a kid. So if I picked up the phone and called law enforcement, or they would come, or they would pick up the phone, they would tell me what I needed to do, or they would send help. So I wanted to be that person that you could call and I would be there to help. So I wanted to make a difference. Like domestic violence, I can't stand it. That's my pet peeve. I can't stand for a man to put his hands on a female, and vice versa, because it shouldn't happen. Because it hurts. It hurts you at a young age. You have to go through that and watch your parents or your mom go through something like that. So I wanted to make a difference out of it. So instead of taking it and running the wrong way with it and making something bad out of it, I want to make something positive out of it, basically.
That's interesting you say that, man. It's kind of because sometimes you meet a person, right? Mm-hmm. Some people go through the same situations and take different routes.
Correct.
So one person could have went through that situation and said, I want to destroy the world. I want to destroy men. I want to rob. I want to steal. I want to do crime because when I grew up, my mother was in an abusive relationship.
All right.
And then here you goes, I want to help the world. I want to save the world. I want to stop crime because when I grew up, my mother was in an abusive relationship. Right. So it shows that it's all about choices. Mm-hmm. Now, so you got to see some of that stuff as a little kid, though.
Correct.
And I could only imagine the effect that it probably took on you as a little kid.
Right.
Like probably some of the memories and witnessing it and seeing it and having to watch your mom. Like, you ever seen her cry because of the situation?
Yeah, I've seen her cry. Yeah, I have. I mean, just because I was a kid doesn't mean I don't remember every little bit and piece. I remember everything like it was yesterday. That's not something you forget. So
that stuff is just sitting there in your heart. But even when it's sitting there, because they say some things not holding on. What we hold on to can hold on to us. But you're using that, what's in there for something positive.
All right.
Now, let me ask you this, Julius, because that's pretty touching. Because I could only imagine if you could do something. But you said every time you called the cops, they came to help. Mm-hmm. And you looked at it and went, you know what? I like to be that for somebody one day.
Right.
That's pretty touching stuff, man, because, you see the story or you see a person and you don't know their backstory. You don't really know what they went through. And in the world, somebody may look at it and go, he's just a bad cop or he's just this, he's just that. But you're a human being with emotions. That's a very touching story that could have turned you in a total different direction.
All right.
And you said, you know what? Nah, not me. I want to do this.
All right.
That's pretty touching, man. That's very, very. It's really, really touching because I think everybody watching this no kid has a perfect childhood, and we all have a story because we don't have perfect parents, and we all have a story of something that we went through, something that we've been through. Our parents trying to do the best that they can for us, and they just doing the best they can with the information that they have, and we experience their misinformation,
right?
And we just got to go through it and try to turn out to the best. And here you are saying, you know what? I want to be a cop. I want to help the world because of what went on in my childhood. That's pretty dope, man. That's like I guess that's like the part that's sticking on me. Like, man, that's some moving stuff. But
because there's actually a meaning behind it.
Yes, it's something bigger than just putting on the badge saying, "Hey, I'm a cop." Right. I'm not the kid who got picked on in school, and the way I get revenge is I go.
I got you. Yeah.
I get a gun. I get a badge, and I get some power. I'm getting everybody back. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm getting revenge. It's like, nah, I want to help because of what I actually been through. And again, that's pretty powerful to me. So let's move on. So you become the officer, you start doing your thing. But a lot of people don't know, when did you decide you wanted to be an officer?
I was a kid. It's been a lifelong thing. Ever since from day one. That's all I wanted to be. I never wanted to be anything else. Never.
So I know you.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a good portion of you young. I don't know you. I don't know he's a baby, but we knew each other for a little couple of years. And a lot of people don't know that you used to dress as an officer.
Right.
Like, you would literally put on your officer clothes.
The whole thing, yeah.
And wear it out.
Yeah.
Like, literally, we was going to the same church. He come and play the drums. He get on the drums and he would drum in his JRTC outfit. If he had his utility belt, he would wear the utility belt to church. One of the things I got out of this story is manifestation. Because here's somebody that decided what they wanted to do when they was young and did that. Despite what anybody thought, right?
All right.
Despite how anybody felt in it. Let me ask you, have you ever wore it out and people look at you like,
Yeah, I've got crazy comments as a kid. When I was younger, when I first started wearing it all that, yeah, I got comments all the time. It didn't bother me because that's something I wanted to do. That's my life.
That's powerful, man. Mm-hmm. Talk about the process of manifestation, because a lot of people don't do what they really want to do because of what other people think about them.
Right.
And here you go. I don't care what they think about me. I want to be an officer. So before, even forget the video. You was doing you anyway. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Let me ask, what would you tell a young kid or a person that has a dream and maybe don't want to follow the dream because of what they think everybody's going to say about him? Like, let's say like I'm not to be stereotyping, I'm a black and a lot of black kids grow up looking up to rappers. They grow up looking up to NBA players or athletes and saying, I want to be that. More likely, not taking none from them, but more likely to fit in. Because, they may want to be a scientist.
Right.
They may want to be a cop. They may want to be a lawyer. They may want to, I don't know, they may want to make slime. It's a lot of occupations out there, that's not getting a lot of notoriety. So what would you say to that kid that got a dream that maybe is not approved by everybody?
Follow your dream, no matter what people think or their comments or anything like that. They're not you. They're not going to live your life. Only you can walk in your own shoes. Those are your dreams. And if you don't change your dreams and you follow your dreams, it actually makes a difference when you get older and you actually accomplish those dreams. Like now, people look back at me, back when I first started, I wanted to be a cop, I wanted to do security, I wanted to be a bail bond, I just wanted to wear a uniform. Now people look like, wow, he followed his dreams. No matter the comments or what people thought, he became what he wanted to be and what he always wanted to be. Because that was me. This has been me since day one. And I would let no one change my mind about anything I wanted to do out of life. So
that's pretty powerful, man.
Yeah.
The process of manifestation. Here you are. You're known around the world for something you wanted to do. Mm-hmm. You wanted to be. Not what your mom suggested. Not what your dad suggested. Not what your neighborhood suggested. Not what your upbringing suggested. Because it's not like you was brung up around cops.
All right.
This is what you decided and you became. That's powerful, man. Known around the world for something you decided you wanted to be. Despite who may have laughed at you when you was wearing your JRTC uniform, when you had your utility belt coming through the door like Batman. You know what I mean? When you was doing what you wanted to do, you didn't care. Mm-mm. And you became known around the world for being authentically Julius Locklear. That's very, very powerful, man. That's dope, man. And anybody watching, if you got a dream, I'm the piggyback. If you got a dream, just follow it, man. You can tell I like to talk. I like to chat, you know what I mean? And I'm doing that. But if you have a dream, just follow it, man. Despite what anybody got to say, how anybody feel, how awkward you may feel, you may not be approved right away. You might feel rejected. You might not feel a part of the cool crowd. Forget all of that. You can be you and win. You can be you. Whatever that funny dream, whatever that you don't think people's going to laugh at you about, whatever that thing is that's in your heart, you can do that, especially in this world right now with the internet. You can do that and win. That's pretty powerful, man. So now we're going to get to another side of things. The ladies, man. The ladies is going crazy over you, though.
Yeah, they are, man.
They going crazy.
They are. They are.
Let me ask, the ladies want to know one thing, Julius. Is Julius single?
Yeah, Julius is single.
Ladies, he's single, ladies.
Yeah, Julius is single. Let
me ask you this, Julius. Is there a certain type of woman that you like?
Yeah.
You got a preference?
I do.
Ladies, listen up. Let's see if you fit criteria.
I like somebody who's straightforward. Got their head on their shoulders, know what they want out of life, who's following their dreams, just like me. In the church real good. I mean,
you like a church girl?
Yeah, I do.
You know what they say about the church girls, man? You got a naughty side. Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, of course everybody's not perfect. You ain't got to go to church every Sunday. You can have church at your home just like anybody else. But I'm a straightforward type of person. So if you're straightforward, you're following your dreams, you get up, you go to work. I mean, that's my type of person. I mean, everybody goes through stuff. You don't have to be perfect, but that's just what I like. That's
what's up, man. You faithful?
Yeah.
Ladies, he said he's faithful. I know it's gonna be a little hard right now. He's about to meet some interesting women. It's gonna be like how you say it's like you getting a lot of fruit salad right now.
Yeah.
All shapes, sizes, colors,
ethnics.
It's getting crazy.
From all over.
But ladies, he said he's single. That's pretty interesting, man. I can only imagine the next 2 years of Julius. Now, let me ask you this question. What do you see yourself? What's going on? I don't know if you thought about it. If you haven't thought about it, say, look, man, I haven't got that far yet. But what do you see happening in the next year? Let's say 2 years. The next 2 years, what do you see with this moment? What do you see possibly Julius being at?
Hopefully I'll be graduating BLET, or we call it BLET in North Carolina, basic law enforcement training. In South Carolina, they call it the academy. So hopefully one of the two, I'll be graduating and I'll be becoming a deputy or police officer or a highway patrolman, one of the two, because that's my dream. That's where I want to end up at. I want to end up in a law enforcement uniform, not just doing security and bail bondsman. So that's where I see myself.
Want to be a serious officer, like really saving the world and all that good stuff. That's pretty dope, man. I believe with what's going on, that's going to happen for you because people can see that you got a genuine heart. You're a genuine dude. You're not just breaking laws. You ain't got nothing to prove. Like you're not like I said, that kid who maybe got bullied in school and just want to show the world he's tough now. You got a real heart to really help and save lives and help people. And that's pretty dope. Now let me ask you this question, and we're gonna be close to wrapping this thing up. Let me ask you this question. You know, you trying to act something funny.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. One girl asked for the camera. Do you got kids?
No kids. No kids.
Okay. And you did say you want a girl to buy you what now?
Charger.
He said.
I want me a Dodge Charger, man.
So if any women out there that want to buy a Charger, man, get the man a Dodge Charger.
2016, 2017 police package.
Yo, this is pretty crazy. Now, let me ask you this. I was going to ask you one funny question, but let me ask you this, and this is a serious question. The young lady, that really, you know, she's one of the highlight of the video. Mm-hmm. She did the song, she did the dance, she had the personality. They took that and ran with it. Is there anything that you would want to say to her if she watched this video? Is there any message or anything that you would say to her? And if so, what would it be?
Listening to your story and your family and all of that, saying that you've been out on the streets and you haven't been home. I'm glad you walked out that door getting kicked out. I'm glad you told me to suck your dick, basically. I'm glad everything happened the way it's supposed to happen, because everything happens for a reason. So if this gets you off the street, if this gets you back with your family, if this gets you back with your kid, I'm so glad that this actually happened. I'm glad that you're doing good. You're blessed and you really look good. I'm paying attention to your page. I'm glad you're doing good, but I want you to stay like that. I want you to stay with your family and your kid. I want you to be with your family. I want you to stay off the streets, because it's good to know that you're doing good. That something positive actually came out of this video. So I'm just really happy for you. I am.
That's pretty dope, man. That's very, very dope. And hopefully if she watching, she hear the words and she received the words. And if you see the video, if you may know her, you feel free to tag in the video so she can see the genuineness of Julius. And hopefully maybe one day we could get a reunion between you two guys. And I think that'd be very, very, very incredible, because you guys did provide the world with a good laugh, with some good humor. Shout out to the DJs who remixed it. I'm not sure their names 100%, so I'm not going to I don't know their names. If somebody know, we can tag them in the video. But shout out to them as well, who took it and added the beat, added the mixes, and made the song take off the way. Then shout out to everybody doing parodies. I've seen some crazy.
Some good ones.
Shout out to everybody that's doing that. So good in the phone rocking. But shout out to everybody that's doing that. And we're gonna wrap the interview. Julius, where can everybody find you at, man?
What you mean?
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Julius Locklear. My Facebook is Julius Locklear. Snapchat is Julius Locklear. Everything's the same. So.
And that's where the people can find you?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. But listen, I appreciate the interview, man. We're going to wrap it up, man. You take it easy, man. If you get some extra ladies, throw them away. No, I'm just kidding.
I got you, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Oh, yeah.